Hi guys, welcome back to some more Project Cars. This is KPG-GOONER here, and in today's video we're going to be doing another race and base setup on the vehicle you can see on the screen, the Mercedes-Benz Amg Gt3. Now this is the 10th free car that Slightly Mad Studios has brought out for you guys to download, and it looks absolutely brilliant. 180 top speed, 500 brake horsepower, what more can you want? I love GT3 cars, so we're going to do a base setup on this vehicle today. It's not a perfect base setup, it's one that I did in about a couple of hours. We're going to be doing a race around Donington Park. We're going to put it on about 90% AI, and yeah, hopefully this should be a good video today. Please give us a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Plus we're going to be doing some more on this game very soon when the new Game of the Year edition comes out on the 6th of May. I hope you enjoy this video today. Let's get straight into the racing. Here we go. Right, so here we go with today's race using this base setup. I will show you the base setup at the end of the video for you guys to copy. It's not a perfect setup. I did have a lot of problems trying to control the back end of this car. It does step out a lot, and it's very unpredictable. You have to be really careful with the accelerator. I'm using my Thrustmaster T300 RS steering wheel, but this setup should still work fine with a controller as well. And that wasn't a bad start, trying to get around that first corner, try and keep it nice and tidy, but you have to be really careful on the accelerator in this car. I'm going to have to be really careful when I accelerate around the slow corners, because like I said, the back end of this car does tend to step out. It's a bit unpredictable, but I'm going to try my best to do as best I can in this race. But that wasn't a bad start. We're up to P7 already, and we'll put it on 90% AI. I probably could have put it on a lot harder, but I want to just get round this race and try and push the car as much as I can. I don't want to put it on 100% straight away until I got the perfect setup, and I just managed to squeeze past that car there. That was a bit of a risky pass, but we're up to P6. This hasn't been a bad start. Started at the back of the grid, first lap, but you've got to do that on this sort of level. You've got to try and get close to the front, because they do tend to pull away. The front, at least 4 or 5 cars do start separating for the rest of the group if you let them get away. And that wasn't the worst first lap, but like I said, this setup should work really well. You just have to be careful with the accelerator, and you don't accelerate too much around the slow corners, and you should be able to keep the car pretty steady around the corners. It's much better than it was when I first had a go at it before I did any alterations to the setup, but this base setup should work fine on any circuit. I haven't mucked around with the gear ratio, so it should be okay for medium size circuits, small circuits. I don't think this is the best GT3 car that I've ever experienced, but I like to try out new cars, so just keep bringing them out, Slightly Mad Studios. We're going to have loads to test out when the Game of the Year edition comes out on the 6th of May. I can't wait for that. Loads of a couple of new tracks to try out with a few variations, which look absolutely brilliant. Cannot wait for that. So there's going to be plenty of videos on that. I hope you're enjoying all the other series on the channel at the moment. And yeah, just I'm going to keep on bringing loads of racing stuff. If you like that, that's what's going to keep coming. Right, let's see if we can sort of improve on this lap time. Let's try and just be nice and careful around the corner. Oh, that AI went over the curb then. I like it really annoys me how the AI managed to go over the curbs and stuff like that, especially in this sort of car. If I went over the curb in this Mercedes, it would just totally spin up. It is a bit bouncy. It does tend to bounce around a lot. You go over the curbs a little bit too much, and you do lose control of the car a bit, so you've got to be really careful. But hopefully this will improve the setup for you guys. And that was a dangerous pass, but just managed to get in there. Oh my god, that was brilliant. I love that corner. I like taking the AI, totally mug him on that corner. And we're up to P4, and we're only on the 3rd lap, so we're quite close to the front. Hopefully we can push this car a little bit more to try and win, but I've got to also be careful, because like I said, it's alright after a couple of laps when you warm up the tyres, but it's still a little bit unpredictable around the slow corners. But we haven't had any scares just yet. It's been okay. That's just, hopefully I can keep on going, but as the race goes on, I do tend to try and push it a little bit too much, and I try to get up the inside of there, but it wasn't a bad pass. I mugged the other AI in that corner. You've got to be so careful around that corner. But we're up to P3 going into the 4th lap. This has been okay so far. This was much better than what I was doing when I did a few qualifying laps when I was in practice setting up the car. I did a few laps around this circuit. I did a few laps around this one. We did Silverstone, we did Road America, But I just wanted to do a shorter video today, just get that base setup out. And if you want to see some more videos and races of this car, just leave that in the comments below. I don't mind. I absolutely love GT3 cars. So, but hopefully I will improve this setup. If I do improve it, I will do another video, because I know that a lot of you guys don't always have the time to do these setups, and I absolutely love it. I mean, since I've had the steering wheel, you know, I just racing constantly. It just get totally obsessed with it. I hope you're enjoying all the videos on the channel, plus all the motorbike games as well. Let's see if we can get a bit closer to the front too. We're going into the end of this full flap. Hopefully we can try and win this race in this video today, but if not, like I said, I'll show you the base setup at the end of the video for you guys to jot down. And yeah, we're losing a bit of time. We need to speed up. We're sort of like we're a little bit slow around that corner. Oh god, see what I mean? The back end's just sort of like just slightly spins out, and you just have to just gain a little bit of control and just dab that little brake. You don't want to brake too hard, because then you just lose it completely. Let's just try and take it a little bit steady round here. Let's try and get back into a rhythm. And yeah, we're on the 5th lap. We've still got plenty of time. Can I take this car here? This is a bit of a risky place to pass. Let's see if we can go around it. Just take it slightly wide so we don't get bumped out. Yes, we managed to get past him. That was another clean pass. So we're up to 2nd place. Oh my god, already. I cannot believe this. We've got plenty of time to try and get third. Oh my god. I've cut that corner slightly. God dear. Even with the updates, you still only slightly go on some of the curbs and you get a warning. I didn't think I only slightly went on the curb, but never mind. You're allowed a couple of warnings, so let's just try and see if we can just speed up slightly, because that car in front is slightly pulling away. But we've got another 3 laps to go, really, so we've got plenty of time to catch him. Let's just try not to make any mistakes. I've still got a bit of pressure from the car behind, so I've got to be careful. Let's just try and go down this hill and try and go into that corner a little bit quicker. Now we haven't got a car in front of us. This seems to be an area where the AI isn't very quick. See, you managed to gain a lot of time in that corner. You can actually fly around there. I've still been a little bit careful with this car. You've got to, I don't know, with the braking as well. I mean, I haven't got the pressure really high, but sometimes when you brake a little bit too hard, you just feel that little bit of a kick. But I think after a few laps in this car, you do start adjusting to the way it handles. But like I said, I wouldn't say this is the best GT3 vehicle I've ever driven, but it's a different experience. It's you know, it's a new car. You got to have a go. I think the sound of the car as well is a little bit disappointing, but I do like Mercedes. They do have some amazing cars, and there's quite a few Mercedes cars on this game as well. But yeah, that was slightly slower again. So we've got 2 more laps. Let's see if we can try and get past the car in first, if we can, in this lap. But we've got to try and put him under a bit more pressure. He's sort of still pulling away slightly, but we always catch up in this corner. But this hasn't been a bad race. I mean, in the practice when I was doing the setup, I was losing the back end quite a lot. But it did give me the time, because I spent a couple of hours on it, to actually just counter. You sort of know. Well, it doesn't always give you a warning, but you sort of know how much you can push it. You start learning that into the corners, how much you can accelerate. I find it slightly bit easier using obviously a steering wheel, but on the controller it'll probably be a bit harder to get the accelerator balance right. But you adjust to it. It's definitely, after a few laps, you do sort of like get used to where you can push it. And again, we're running a little bit slower, but we're still within a chance of winning this race. We need to push this car a little bit more. Try and make a mistake if I can. But we could have put this on a harder level, actually. I reckon we could have gone maybe a 90, even 100%. I'm pretty quick round this circuit, and it's just in a new car, I do tend to just try and take it a little bit easier. Let's see if we can get him on this corner. We need to get past him on this lap. See if we can get past him. Let's try and go through there. And it was like knife through butter. Nicely does it. The AI really slow around that corner. You've got to take advantage of it. But we're still running slightly slower than our fastest lap. But let's just try and take it easy now and bring this home for a victory. And then we'll get straight into the base setup that I've used on the vehicle today. But yeah, I had quite a few. I've watched quite a few videos of other people on YouTube that had a go in this free car. And a lot of people said that they did struggle to sort of like work out the back end of this car, and is a bit unpredictable, but it's still fun to drive on circuits. I think better on circuits that you're more comfortable with. And there you go. We should finish it here. Yes, and we get the win. Awesome. To show you in a different view quickly. Absolutely brilliant. Right, we're going to get straight into the base setup and let you copy it down. So here we go. Right guys, so here we go with the base setup that we use on the car in today's video. I hope you enjoy this. Like I said, it's not the perfect setup, but it gives you something to work from. But if you need to tweak it and you make it better, let me know in the comments below what you adjusted to make it better so we can help each other. But I'm just going to quickly run through it. Feel free to pause the video and jot it down. I spent a couple of hours on it. Like I said, it's pretty stable. You still have to be careful with the accelerating around the slow corners, but that's the same with a lot of the GT3 cars. But like I said, it's not the best one of the lot, but it's a new car to try. It is fun to drive. Just give it a go. So, but there will be loads more on this channel from Project Cars on May the 6th when the Game of the Year edition comes out. I hope you stay tuned to watch that because that's coming very soon. Thank you very much for watching, and bye-bye.